Наша з вами сьогодні глобальна задача – знайти можливості росту і розвитку культурної спадщини в контексті загальноєвропейського. І наша з вами буде особлива і нагальна необхідність знайти український вектор у загальноєвропейському звучанні. Я Олександр Штепан, комунікаційна платформа «Живослово», і наша задача сьогодні цю конференцію надихнути, дати адреналіну для того, щоб культурна спадщина зазвучала. Цей тренд став у світі топовим. Нам здається, культурна спадщина – це щось з минулого, трохи архівне, трохи застаріле, десь там тисячолітньої давнини і втрачає актуальність. Насправді ні. Культурна спадщина зараз на першому фронті усіх сучасних комунікацій. Саме культурна спадщина може увімкнути людину і змусити її стояти на плечах гігантів свого народу, набратися звідти сили соків і переплавитися в сучасному динамічному світі у один цілий, цінний, креативний продукт. Тому ми сьогодні вітаємо у цій залі великих представників Європейського Союзу, вітаємо представників Європейської Ради, вітаємо представників українських культурних індустрій. І експертне поле, яке сьогодні має запрацювати, увімкнутися, воно має виробити настанови, директиви для Міністерства культури України, для загального підходу для нашої співпраці на європейському рівні разом з Європейською Радою і Європейською спільнотою. З радістю передаю слово, вітальне слово нашим гостям, пану послу представництва Європейського Союзу в Україні Хьюго Мінгареллі. Пане Мінгареллі, будь ласка, до слова.
Thanks very much. It's a big pleasure for me and an honor as well to be with you and to say a few words at the beginning of this conference on cultural heritage. And I will just say a few words because I am the only one here who is not an expert in cultural events. Therefore, I better confine my speech to a few elementary remarks. As one of the previous speakers said, it's true that cultural heritage is not something of the past. For anybody of us, cultural heritage is something which allows us to better understand where we come from. And if we can understand where we come from, we are in a better position to understand where we want to go. I'm not the author of this concept, I'm not clever enough, but I am deeply convinced that this is true. We have to know where we come from if we want to know exactly where we want to go. So for this very reason, it's clear that a reflection on our cultural heritage has to be at the center of what we call our cultural diplomacy. Cultural heritage, according to all experts, help us build stronger societies and develop sound relations with our neighbors and, more generally, with the rest of the world. Our cultural diplomacy has today three main objectives. The first one is to promote culture as an engine for social and economic development. And there is little doubt that today creative industries are one of the sectors which allow our companies, our societies to create jobs. Second objective, the promotion of intercultural dialogue and the role of culture for peaceful inter-community relations. And there is no need, obviously, to insist and to stress why this is particularly important in a country like Ukraine. Third point, we have to reinforce our cooperation on everything which is related to our common cultural heritage. We are all Europeans here, and it is very important, once again, to promote our common heritage. The European cultural heritage is a rich and diverse mosaic of cultural and creative expressions. Our inheritance from previous generations of Europeans and our legacy for those to come. It is about archaeological sites, about museums, about monuments, artworks, historic cities, literacy, music, and even traditions that we have in our own countries. Cultural heritage, in principle, should enrich the life of all citizens. It must be a driving force for the cultural and creative sectors and play a role in creating and enhancing our European social capital. Cultural heritage is as well a stimulus to education and lifelong learning, including through a better understanding of our history. The EU is obviously deeply committed to the safeguard and the enhancing of our cultural heritage. I am told that we have dedicated significant volumes of funds through various EU instruments to promote and preserve our common heritage. Under the European Regional Development Fund, more than 3 billion euros have been invested in the preservation of cultural heritage. Under the European Agricultural Fund for Rural Development, we have been able to commit 1.2 billion euro to this purpose. And finally, under our framework program for research and innovation, we have committed more than 100 million euro to promote research activities in the field of cultural heritage. With our limited means, we will do everything possible to stand by you and help you preserve and develop your very rich cultural heritage and use this cultural heritage as a basis to develop creative industries and joint activities with other European countries in Central Europe and in Western Europe. I hope as well very much that the 2 days of discussion that you will have will end up in operational conclusions, in very specific recommendations on how to better preserve and use your cultural heritage. Because at the end of the day, this is a starting point of a process. And once again, I hope that you will end up with operational conclusion, specific recommendations. So once again, thanks very much for being here today. And I'm sure you will have a very interesting and fruitful discussion. Дякую.
Дякую, пане Мінгарелі.